Stop LARPing video games! I'm tired of seeing the LARP. Every time someone talks about a video game they straight up have no idea of or spews out blatantly untrue stuff based on some random person's opinion, it just makes my skin crawl in disgust. Alright, let me calm down. Based gaming. I'm sure there are plenty of people who talked about this at length in many of their videos, but I feel like I wanted to give my 2 cents on the discussion. There are plenty of other extremely well-made videos out there, which you should check it out if you want to hear more on this. This is something I find myself hard to believe that we live in, but it is astonishing just how confident a lot of people are when it comes to pretending to be fans of something in particular. This doesn't apply to just video games, it applies to any piece of media actually. It's like people go out of their way to literally scream about how much they did not engage with a piece of media. While I can't speak about other communities since I'm not that engaged in fandom culture, aside from getting a peep here and there about other communities and also from Persona, from my friend, I can attest that about Resident Evil. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil and got introduced with Resident Evil 7 a while back. Now let me make this clear, there's nothing wrong in watching a video game playthrough on YouTube because that's essentially how I experienced RE for a bit, by watching Markiplier play through the entirety of that game. That way you can talk about the story of the game, the characters and whatnot, but it seems like many people also love commenting on gameplay as well, which is something you absolutely cannot do since these people just haven't played the game. And it's not just that, many also just function on pure misinformation or straight up being clueless about the series they claim they love. Like, I'm sure everyone knows how popular Leon Kennedy is. I like Leon Kennedy, but from what I have seen, there were a group of people complaining that Leon was not in the new RE game that will soon launch, which at the time of this video is Resident Evil Veronica. And while I haven't played Code Veronica yet, I think it's ridiculous to not know Leon is not a main character in that game, so of course the remake is not gonna include him. Yet many claim they will not indulge in this game. Good! There was another egregious comment that I have seen a while back where there was someone complaining about how the RPD has been cut completely from RE3 Remake, which is something they liked when Jill went back to that place in the original and someone corrected them by stating that the RPD is still in the game, it's just a section dedicated for Carlos. And then OP literally said that they didn't know that because they haven't bought the Carlos DLC. It's insane just how much shame seems to have disappeared in recent times, because if I were caught red-handed like that, I would literally die due to being ashamed of myself. I have no idea why there are many people who refuse to play the damn games. I have seen many arguments to be made in favor of said people not playing the games. I have heard people say they don't have money, which is simply absurd. It's also something I have seen associated when people make fun of people who only play Roblox. We live in a world where newer games are more expensive than ever. That's true. But old games are also cheaper than before. You can go on Aniba and then go to the cheap games tab and you have nothing but Steam keys and more for many games at a pretty damn good price. Plus, Steam hosts a variety of sales frequently, so I find it hard to believe you can afford to buy said games. But what about the games that are console exclusive? Just get an emulator. I'm pretty sure emulators are the main way people are playing older games from the older consoles. It's really easy to set up an emulator and then download a ROM. In fact, emulation has advanced so much that even your phone can play old games. It is a matter of putting in the effort of actually setting up everything so you can experience those classic titles, which seems like many people are too lazy to do that. It's not even a complicated thing to do. I think the idea of joining a fandom and interacting with said fandom is why these kinds of people exist. They don't want to go through the trouble of experiencing the games, but they sure want to jump on whatever is trending in either of any game's fandom. That's why people posing as fans of the series exist. They never cared for the series in the first place, which is a shame. There's a reason why these fandoms exist, and that's because they were born due to our love for said games. These games are nothing more but an aesthetic for them to wear. And that's all. This was Base Gaming, and you're watching Nickelodeon.
What are you selling?
What am I selling? I sell all the crossbow bolts.
Okay, I thought you were going to be like, I'm selling this movie, but I'd like the crossbow.
Oh, I thought we were talking, what am I selling? Okay, yeah, sure.
Stranger, what do you need that for?
What am I supposed to say to this?
I don't know.